For the film, I was with it in Venice for the Venice Film Festival, which was also incredible. The journey continues, you know? Well, I always thought it was a thing. It's always what kind of interested me most about Moses is that he's in the midst of processing his life and his emotional journey, I guess, and the things that he's going through. Very lost young man, going through a time of being completely displaced in who he is, more or less lives in the street, doesn't really have anything, not sure where his life is going, doesn't feel like he belongs, doesn't have a strong family to hold on to. His family life is more or less a mess, and is more or less an outcast, and is so looking for some meaning, I think, out of nihilism, and that more or less starts to occur with Miller and her family. So at the beginning, he's definitely tumultuous and kind of unhinged, but I think as Miller, it was always a funny thing because we would always talk about, it was an ongoing conversation on set, that Miller was always the parent almost in that foursome of people. It was like even to her parents and me, she was the parent trying to guide them through the situation as they all came to terms with her kind of inevitable situation.
How old are you, Moses?
I'm 20.
16.
20. I'm 23.
I'm a bit freaked out by that. You look like a different person. What have you done with my daughter?
I killed her. What are you looking at? Yeah. Piss off.
Miller's obsessed with that boy. What's it called? Is this a style?
I was going for rat's tails.
This is my first time in Marrakesh and I'm just blown away. It's such a beautiful place and this festival is so huge and the caliber of artists from all over the world is incredibly impressive. Rita Carnier wrote the play that then became the film, so it was very much her story and the genesis of it was connected to someone that she knew. And I think what's always really interesting is that when you take a project that you think is like everything else, like if you try to describe Baby Teeth, it sounds like so many other films and genres, but it's really not. And that's what drew me to it. I couldn't quite define what it was. I couldn't nail in my mind how to describe the tone, and that was kind of scary to me, but I loved it. And for me, if there's a challenge, that's why I want to do the work.
Oh, Mel.
I lost my hair.
Looks cool. It's like way better than the one that I gave you.
When I met you, it was like you weren't scared of anything. Why are you here?
I want to be with you, Miller.
Mel, that boy has problems.
So do I!
This is the worst possible parenting I can imagine. Lei è Elena.
Lui è Ermanno, mio nipote.
Non possono avere figli, sono stati lì tutti e due.
Adesso devi fare degli esami. E poi se tutto va bene ci sono 8.000 euro per te.
E io devo solo riconoscere la bambina, poi se la prendono loro.
Quanto ti dà?
4.000.
As soon as I discovered that this story is true, me and the screenwriter, Giulia Morigi, decided to tell it from the point of view, not from the point of view of the woman selling the baby or of the couple buying the baby, but from the most anonymous point of view, you know, the guy that just has to pretend to be a father, just sign some papers. But the idea was from the very beginning that in this sort of emotional journey, he becomes the father of a baby that isn't biologically his, you know. So this was the starting point. Then everything came pretty naturally, but this was really important for us, showing someone that has to pretend to be what it's not, and he becomes what he was pretending to be.
A Monaco c'è una mia amica. Appena ho i soldi vado da lei. È bello cambiare. Voglio morire per il zampa di leone che per il morso di gatto.
Il nome della bambina?
Soli.
First of all, in general, at the beginning, I try to don't let the people empathize too easily with both of them. And second of all, for me, when I was thinking deeply about the character, I was thinking, probably this girl is it's from 8 months that she's pregnant from it's 8 months pregnant. And she know what she's gonna do. She has to avoid any feelings she has towards the baby to achieve this goal. So I was sure that in a way that the audience could feel that maybe there is something that she's hiding, but she's otherwise she would never achieve to sell the baby.
Ci penso io a voi.
Domani la andiamo a prendere. Tiro i soldi così puoi partire.
برافو عليك. بغيتي ديري شي دور؟
ماما كنطير بحال شي عود.
كيجي بالزربه ما كنشعرش باللي داير بيا.
انت انسانه مهمه.
مهمة لمن؟
خصبوها في صغرها وعاد قالوا عليها كذابه.
ملي كتكون عندنا عائله ما كنفرطوش فيها، ما كنفرطوش في الراجل واخا يدير اللي دار، حيت كاينين وحدين غلقاوش للدواء.
طبعا أنا سعيدة بتواجدي في مهرجان مراكش الدولي وعرض الفيلم في هذا المهرجان بهذه القيمة وبهذا الصدى، وسعيدة لعرض الفيلم أول مرة في المغرب بلدي، ولقاء الجمهور المغربي والأصدقاء المخرجين وممثلين مع الفيلم. هذا يعني فرحني أكثر. يعني اشتغال معه مع محمد نظيف كمخرج كان مع أفلامه القصيرة 3 واشتغاله في أول فيلم طويل، وهذه تجربة كتابة أول تجربة لينا الاثنين، لأننا كاين واحد تجانس كبير بيني وبينه، وأنا كان عيني والحس النسبي في الكتابة، وهو كان عينه يعني البراغماتيك اللي كيردني بعض المرات اللي كنمشي بعيد وكيردني كيقول لي هذه ما تليقش، يعني نحيدوها وكنثق فيه. كاين واحد اخذ وعطاء.
الو حليمه، حصلنا بمشكل كبير.
ايش هادشي؟
ديروا لا فيغيتي الحلول.
مرة يمك سيري. بغض النظر على الجانب التقني او المادي، لكن كان الهم هو تقديم جداريه لمجتمعنا وعلاقته بالمراه ومكانه المراه والمسائل اللي كتعاني منها وضعيه المراه في المجتمع المغربي والمجتمع العربي ككل. مجتمعاتنا تتشابه يعني، فكيف أنا في القرن 21 ومازال نعتبر المرأة كقاصر. دائما كان فيه تساؤل. في البداية كان اسمه النزيلات، فما بنعرف فين النزلات هادو النساء.
حيت عندي صحابات كنبغيهم وكيبغيوني بصح.
有时候清楚，有时候不清楚。
So yesterday when they played my film for the first time, I was very happy to see the audience reaction. It actually exceeded my expectations because there's also some difficulties with the film. There might be some parts that are hard to understand for the audience, but they took it very well, and I was very happy about that. So yes, I've seen some Arabic films before, but to be honest, I don't always know exactly from which country they are. I'm not so sure about the exact area. But yes, I'm interested in Arabic films, and I'm very excited to see more of it and learn about it. So actually there's a true story behind the script of the film. Something like this really happened, and it was reported in the news, and we took a part of it and turned it into the film, like the young woman getting pregnant. So he thinks that Asian cinema is in a development and is developing very fast, including China. There are many young directors that want to make movies, are making movies, and they're very eager to connect with the world, share their stories, talk about films. So he's maybe one of them, and this is a good development.
最近有见过徐英吗？
他说，他觉得人活到就像做实验一样，因为他不晓得哪一遍才好，要试很多遍才晓得。
All right.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ. Lynn and Lucy in the flesh. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, what are you ladies up to these days then?
Oh, I just had my little boy, and Lynn runs her own salon.
Wow, good for you.
What about you? What are you doing?
I'm a estate agent.
I mean, there's the film premiered in San Sebastian, in Spain. So we've been to a few festivals already, and I mean, Marrakesh liked the film and they selected the film, so it wasn't my decision necessarily. But I was very happy that they did like it, and I was very happy that to be able to show it here. It's very nice for me. Yeah, it's very. I mean, it's very important for the kind of films that I make, which are not particularly commercial and can be challenging. So I think, you know, to have the support of a film festival is important. It's important to have that validation, and I think, and it's important to be able to share with audiences. And I think when you come into contact with your audience, and when you watch your film with an audience, you learn about your film and you learn about yourself. So I think it's an important part of the evolution of a filmmaker as well. And yeah, of course, you know, with my short films, they travelled a lot, and that helped finance the feature film, and I think it helps inspire confidence from financiers as well. When we started searching for the cast, I knew that I wanted non-professionals. So I wanted people that hadn't acted before, and that was because there's not so many working class actors in the UK, and I wanted them to not judge neither Lynn or Lucy. And that's when we found Roxanne Scrimshaw, who plays Lynn. And that happened quite quickly. And then we were looking for Lucy, and that was harder because Lucy has these big emotional scenes, and that we realised was maybe too much to ask from a non-professional. So we're looking at professionals, and it was very hard to find someone who had the same authenticity as Roxanne. And eventually we found Nicola Burley, who plays Lucy, and she has a lot of experience, and she brought a lot of I think skill to the role. But she was street cast originally, so she also has a kind of she's not trained. So, and I think you feel that in her performance. And she also understood what Roxanne was going through. Yeah, and then when I saw them together, I was convinced that they could do it.
Oh, listen. Oh my God, is this? Oh, we love this song. This is our song. Sorry, Tim.
See you later.
I wanted to work with Amin first, and after the script was so singular, so intense, and talking about a difficult time in the Algerian story, the Red Decade, the 90s, and the way Amin talk about, for me, was very interesting. So and to finish, the character is really dark. So for me, it was I used to play some funny characters usually, and for me it was a kind of challenge to approach this sort of characters. But and there's something else, is that in Algeria we don't make films free. When we make a film, we have a visceral, an intense sensation to tell some story really important for us. We want to change the world, in fact, when we make a film in Algeria. We have the conscience that we are participating to the building of a cinematography of the country.